Mapping the Charlie Kirk assassination.
On September 10, 2025, Charlie Kirk was assassinated. This is the possible position where the assassin had a clear line of sight from a building located about 430 feet away.
Okay, I
The
like this
assassin
AI
squeezed the
already.
trigger
It's
and
just
a single
way better
bullet
than what we
traveled
just
this
seen.
distance and struck Charlie Kirk right in the neck. More detail all in the video ahead. Charlie Kirk was tragically assassinated at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah on September 10, 2025. He was hosting a large outdoor debate event as part of Turning Point USA's nationally publicized tour, titled the American Comeback Tour. This event was designed as a lively debate platform called Prove Me Wrong, where Kirk invited students to challenge his political and cultural views. But first, let's orient ourselves with a bird's-eye view of the scene and the positions of everyone involved. Utah Valley University's campus is a mix of open courtyards and multi-story academic buildings. At the heart of the event was the Losey Center building, a multi-story structure adjacent to the main courtyard where Kirk's event took place. Charlie Kirk himself was positioned on an outdoor stage under a large white tent emblazoned with the tour's banner. He was sitting and speaking into a microphone, facing hundreds of students seated along a main walkway and gathered around the stage. The crowd was estimated at over 3,000 attendees, including students and visitors. Meanwhile, on the rooftop of the Losey Center building, a person dressed entirely in black was seen. This building was approximately 430 feet, about 131 meters, from where Kirk and his team were stationed on the stage. The rooftop provided a clear vantage point with open sight lines.
No, he had to scope this out before. This is just like too clean of a shot, gang. I'm talking about nothing in your way. There you go, you see a tree. It's like, bro, if you got good aim, bro, gang, like this was like, this had to have been like, gang, he gang.
Directly to
it's like too perfect of like a shot, bro. Especially with a sniper.
Yeah.
Gang.
Security footage and numerous eyewitness accounts have confirmed that the gunshot rang out from this rooftop location while Kirk was actively speaking. The bullet struck Kirk in the neck, causing him to collapse on the stage. But how did the assassin escape despite the huge crowd? The assassin's use of distance, the campus layout, and what is believed to be a scoped firearm indicate a high degree of planning and precision. The shooter chose an elevated, concealed position to avoid close detection and maximize the chances of escape. Here is the bullet trajectory. Given this altitude, the assassin had a clear, unobstructed line of sight directly to the stage where Charlie Kirk was standing and addressing the crowd. The bullet's trajectory descended steeply and accurately through open space to strike Kirk in the neck.
And bro, it's so crazy. Bro, one shot though? Like he didn't miss. He didn't hit a bystander. He hit the target. Like, bro, he had to have been like overly training for this moment. You know what I mean?
Which strongly suggests the use of a scoped firearm designed for long-range precision. As soon as the shot was fired, the gunman likely retreated to an entrance on the top of the building. Despite security efforts, the shooter disappeared without a trace, climbing down from the building and blending into nearby campus structures or escape routes surrounding the Losey Center. Witnesses reported that panic broke out immediately after the shot. The audience scattered,
he ain't been caught just yet.
Seeking shelter
So
as
far,
shouts
it's
of
like,
"Get down!"
yo,
and run
that's
echoed
what
across
he's
the
doing.
courtyard. Campus police and Kirk's personal security team moved swiftly to secure the area and evacuate Kirk. Here is the detailed timeline of how it happened. 12 o'clock p.m., September 10, 2025. Event begins. Charlie Kirk began the event, with more than 3,000 people gathered to attend. The security detail consisted of 6 officers, along with Kirk's personal security team. 12:20 p.m., lead up to the shooting. Kirk was seated at the debate table, answering questions from students. The discussion touched on sensitive topics such as mass shootings and gun violence. Kirk remained calm and composed as he responded to a question about mass shooters, still holding the microphone while seated. The atmosphere was lively but controlled, many sitting close to the stage while others watched from nearby balconies and standing areas. 12:22 to 12:23 p.m., the assassination. Suddenly, a loud gunshot echoed through the courtyard. Kirk was hit in the neck while speaking.
Like, perfect.
Within minutes, immediate
response.
response.
I've seen another video too, bro. I know I keep pausing a lot. But I seen somebody say like he was probably aiming for the head, but you know how like if you ever play like Fortnite, I don't bring up Fortnite is crazy. Well, Fortnite or it's any really shooting game, y'all know how like it kind of like when you shoot, if you want to hit the head, you gotta aim above the head. So the fact that he hit his neck, They were probably aiming for the head, and you know the bullet just, you feel me?
Response.
On the way
Campus
out,
police,
dropped down
already
to
on the
neck.
scene, quickly secured the area. Kirk's security team rushed him to a nearby hospital in a private vehicle. Nearby buildings went into lockdown as police conducted room-to-room searches for the shooter. 2 people were briefly detained but later released. The shooter was not captured and remains at large. 12:37 p.m. Campus lockdown and evacuation. University officials announced a full campus evacuation and canceled classes. Students and staff were instructed to shelter in place until law enforcement declared the campus safe. Early afternoon, official announcements. It was confirmed that Kirk had died from his injuries at the hospital. But to truly understand assassinations, we need to look at different case studies where even a single assassin has wreaked havoc by targeting high-profile leaders.
Yeah, bro. I'll be real, gang. I'm gonna pause again, bro. When I first heard about it, gang, the first thing that went in my head, gang, it just cause the fact that this was public and in front of people, I started thinking, obviously I wasn't alive, but JFK type of death. You know what I mean? Sniper in a roof somewhere, nobody know. You know what I mean? Get you wide in the open in front, cause JFK, that was on TV. Wasn't it was that streamed on TV and you got to see his head blown up on live national television? You know what I mean, bro?
But first, let's take a closer look at how the Secret Service works to prevent assassinations.
Oh yeah, the Trump thing.
Closest to the principal, in this case Trump, are teams of around 5 to 7 highly trained.
Nah, this is crazy. I know. I'm gonna keep pausing. It just is what it is, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If Trump would have went out the same way Charlie Kirk would have went out, bro. Oh my goodness. Gang. All right, gang. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I would have booked my first a one-way ticket to Mexico. Boy, I ain't gonna lie, boy. I'd rather, Canada, somewhere I couldn't be here, gang. No cap. If Trump would have died that day, bro, oh my goodness, gang.
Secret Service agents.
That would have been, bro.
In the 100-foot radius, that is the middle perimeter, there's usually a mix of Secret Service and local law enforcement.
The aftermath?
An armored SUV or limousine is also on standby within this middle perimeter, covering portions of the motorcade and any pre-event screening. In the outer perimeter, security largely falls to local law enforcement officers. In Butler, the building the shooter climbed was technically outside of the rally venue, and the Secret Service didn't sweep it. It fell through the cracks, which still falls to the Secret Service because it means nobody checked to ensure the plan was implemented correctly. But before we move ahead, let's map out the basic positions of all the parties involved.
Okay.
First, we have the former president's podium, and just beside him are 3 bleachers where a selected audience is seated.
Former president.
Behind them is the sniper team, which can be divided into north and south positions, located on 3 buildings.
Oh, they already had
Sniper Team North is located on the first building, while on the 3rd building you can find Sniper Team South. Almost sandwiched in between are these trees, which provided some cover from the Secret Service Sniper Team North.
Oh yeah, I remember they had already kind of
Finally, we have
seen
the
him.
shooter, who
So,
climbed
wait,
from one of those
I remember didn't they say once the shooter shot, they shot the shooter.
ladders and
But they
selected
got
his
him out the
position
way
to
quick
take out
with
his
it.
target. This is what the shooter is likely using, a red dot sight with magnification. When ready, he squeezes the trigger, firing 3 bullets in a controlled manner.
Them things?
Let's map out each of the bullets in detail.
Yeah.
Out of the 3 bullets fired, the first bullet hit Mr. Trump on the ear.
Oh, crazy.
This is the same round that also hit 2 audience member in
Oh,
bleacher 3,
wait, that hit audience
rendering
members
one of
too?
them in critical conditions.
Yo. Why? Bro, how
Let's
long
move the
ago
camera
was this,
to a
bro? This
top
wasn't that
angle to
long
show the
ago.
line along which the bullet traveled. Next, 2 more bullets were fired. One of them hit a tractor, which was being used as a makeshift array for speakers. These rounds also hit a hydraulic lever, causing it to burst, almost dropping the speakers.
Whoa, that would have been crazy.
The last 5 shots were probably fired in semi-automatic mode. One of these bullets sadly hit an attendee, and our condolences goes out to his family. In total, around 7 to 8 bullets were likely fired by the shooter.
Oh my goodness. Yo. R.I.P. to this dude right here. Oh my goodness, gang. Oh my goodness, gang.
Here's a map of all the
Straight
bullets
through his
fired to
head,
help
he
you
not even
understand better.
expecting it.
Everybody was complaining about the Secret Service sniper for taking 2 minutes to take out the shooter. But let's take a look from the sniper's point of view.
Yeah.
First of all, we have these tree lines that could have obstructed the Sniper Team North, while the Sniper Team South had a clear line of sight.
Yeah.
Here are two scenarios circulating on the internet. In scenario 1, the leaves and branches of the tree covered almost 90% of the shooter's entire position. However, for an experienced shooter, this would have been possible to manage. He might have fired the shot and took out the threat.
Yeah.
Let's look at scenario 2. The distance from Sniper South to the shooter was around 600 to 700 feet. This is also a possible shot and can be accounted for by assuming that Sniper Team South took out the shooter from this range. When ready, he took his shot and fired his rifle with a 308 Winchester round, taking out the shooter. So maybe there was some miscommunication between the two teams regarding who should take out the shooter, resulting in a delay of around 2 minutes when the threat was detected on the roof. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Should the second Sniper team reacted much faster? We have here the corrected and verified timeline from the moment Thomas Mueller Crook arrival to when the former president getting
on the roof, gang, take him out
into his personal plane Trump Force One, all in the videos ahead. Thomas Mueller Crook parked his van on Lawrence Avenue. The van was also suspected of containing explosives. He got out and walked all the way to this bottling company plant, choosing the building on the right. He then climbed a ladder located there and made his way to the top of this slanted roof, also thought previously unsafe by the Secret Service director. At around 5:10, Crooks was first identified as a person of interest, and 5:30 Crooks was spotted with a rangefinder. 5:52 Crooks was spotted on the roof by the Secret Service.
Bro, come on, man.
At 6:12 p.m. ET, Trump starts addressing his supporters and speaks for roughly 6 minutes before multiple gunfire erupts. Trump was in the middle of speaking when someone in the crowd was heard saying he's got a gun.
Oh, dang, people
As the video captured someone in the crowd repeating, on the roof, he's got a gun. It's here that 3 shots rang out. A pause and 5 more shots in rapid succession were heard. For some unknown reason, the shooter had a clear line of sight from an elevated level well-positioned as a sniper nest. Interestingly, a heavy-duty ladder was also located on the side. It might be a permanent fixture. He aimed with this AR-15, a semi-automatic rifle. At around 6:11, he aimed his sights on the former president and squeezed the trigger, releasing the bullet. At 6:11:34, Trump touched the right side of his face. At 6:11:35, Trump took cover as U.S. Secret Service agents rushed to the podium to surround him. From the top angle, this is what it looks like when replaying how the bullet missed Mr. Trump as he moved his head at the last millisecond. Interestingly, this bullet would have hit the former president if his head had been turned towards the audience as shown here in this visualization. But wait, the president didn't face just one assassination attempt. There was a second attempt just months earlier at his Trump International Golf Club in West Palm Beach.
I didn't hear about this.
This exclusive private club offers its members world-class amenities including 27 holes of championship golf. Now let's examine the positions of Mr. Donald Trump and the shooter.
Okay.
Currently, Mr. Trump is positioned at the 5th hole, while the shooter was reportedly waiting behind the chain-link fences in close proximity. Based on the analysis, Trump was approximately 300 to 500 yards away from the gunman at the time, which is approximately 200 to 457 meters. While the Secret Service sniper's agent inspecting around the 6th hole of the golf course and not on the 5th hole as suggested in our earlier video. This visual representation provides a clearer understanding of the layout and the critical distance between the two individuals during the incident. Now that we've understand the gunman's position, we can piece together his actions. He arrived in a black Nissan SUV and parked somewhere in the vicinity, likely choosing a discreet location to avoid drawing attention. After extensive scouting, he began searching for the ideal vantage point, carefully timing his movements. His aim was to strike at the precise moment when Mr. Trump would reach the 5th hole of the golf course. In this animation, we observe the former President Trump traveling in this golf cart, unaware of the imminent danger. Little did he know the gunman was waiting for the last 12 hours to take his best shot at the former president. As stated, the assailant was armed with an SKS and not an AK-47, as earlier reported. As the president stepped out of the golf cart and prepared to take his shot, a Secret Service agent noticed something suspicious. The suspect had inserted the barrel of his rifle through a gap in the...
Dumbass. You serious, bro? You did this, bro? You did this, bro? Bro, you did this, bro?
The chain link fence on the outskirts of Trump International Golf Course. This took place at approximately 1:28 or
Like, we
1:29
not just
p.m.
gonna notice that.
The moment the rifle barrel emerged through the chain fence, the Secret Service acted swiftly. Shots were fired at around 1:30 p.m., neutralizing the threat before the gunman could execute his plan. The suspect, identified as Ryan Wesley Routh, 58, intended to
58?
create shock.
Oh, but I don't know. But y'all think the dude that just tried Charlie Kirk 2 gang, y'all think he was older too?
And awe,
58,
capturing the
what is Brett
entire
doing?
incident on his GoPro camera. His objective was to sow division among the American people and potentially incite a civil war.
Yeah.
Upon inspecting the sniper's location, investigators discovered 2 bags and a ceramic tile, items that may have been part
GoPro
of
cam is crazy, bro.
his
So
setup.
you gonna assassinate him, then post it? I'm assuming on Twitter. I'm guessing.
or escape plan.